Hey guys, today's profile review is going to be of a Gold 3 player who is currently playing way too many champions. Now, their ultimate goal rank is to get to Diamond. So what I break down in this profile review is exactly what a player needs to do when they're playing too many roles and too many champions. I give them actually two different strategies they can try to continue to play the game the way they want to play. So playing a lot of champions across maybe multiple roles, while still focusing on climbing and having a strategy that is all related to having a really good win rate. So 55% or higher, so that they can ultimately get to that rank goal of Diamond. Because right now, they're trying to go from Gold 3, which is the top 20% of their region, to Diamond 4, which is about the top 2%. And currently, the way they're approaching it isn't working. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you learn from it. And this is really for players who are struggling to find what role they want to play or are struggling to stick with a small champion pool. So currently you are a Gold 3 player wanting to get to Diamond. So basically you're trying to go from the top 20%, Gold 3, to the top 2% of your region and globally, Diamond 4. Now, that's not hard. 98% of players will never be able to do that, but it's not impossible. So it is hard, yes, but it's not impossible. Now, the first thing I want to look at, or just, understand with you, is that right now the way you're playing League of Legends isn't aligning to how basically everyone climbs to Diamond for the first time. And that's in relation to you are playing too many champions across too many roles. So I can understand that if you like to play multiple roles because you get bored and, that's how you find you like to enjoy League of Legends. But it's a really hard way to get into the top 2% of players because you're basically competing against people who are one-tricking. So how can you, expect to beat, the 98% of other players who are trying to get to Diamond by playing all 5 roles with a champion pool of like 10 to 20, I would say almost a champion ocean, versus those players who are just one-tricking, playing one role or playing a really small champion pool. How can you expect yourself to fairly compete against someone like that? You can't, because they're just able to put more and more hours into their comfort picks, into their champions that they are one-tricking, two-tricking, three-tricking. Meanwhile, you're playing this massive champion pool, like we can see here. Silas, Aphelios, Kindred, Ezreal, Nidalee, Corki, Karthus, Hecarim, and Lee Sin, Diana, Riven. There's even a Riven in here. Olaf, Aatrox, Vayne, Yasuo, Senna. So I get, it's preseason and you're testing. And to be honest, you're doing pretty well, right? You've got a 60% win rate over your last 40 games. It's just not the way for effective long-term climbing. And I can see over your 60 games, you're at about a 50% win rate. So the first question you have to ask yourself as a Gold 3 player wanting to get to Diamond is, am I willing to change the way I play League of Legends in order to climb to the top 2%, in order to become a Diamond player? Am I willing to do that to climb out of Gold? And that's something you seriously need to ask yourself. And, a lot of players, when it comes down to it, they would prefer to play the way they're currently playing rather than get to that goal rank that they've always dreamed of. Now, the tough reality is that more often than not, you can't have both of those. You can't play League of Legends the exact way you want to play as well as climb. It's very difficult, particularly without paid coaching, monthly coaching advice of them helping you through every single hurdle, particularly with such a broad champion pool and across so many roles. I'm actually currently coaching a couple of players to get into Diamond who play multiple roles because that's how they want to play League of Legends. But it's a much slower process. But if you are interested in what a coaching plan looks like for someone who wants to play multiple roles, I can show you how we've set them up. Basically, it's more about, yes, you can play every role, but there's two ways you go about it. Either each month you focus on one role and one or two champions, or you have a primary account, which is for climbing, and a secondary account, which is for having fun. And this is a strategy I implement personally into my rank climbing, which has allowed me to get to Diamond 1, Master, etc. And this is, I have one account where I play my absolute best champions. They are the champions that I have statistically the highest win rates on and I win the most games with. My second account is for when I want to have fun, when I want to try a new champion, when I want to try a new role, when I'm playing with friends, when I'm tilted, or when I'm warming up, or when I have, a bit of ranked anxiety. I don't feel confident to play ranked on my main account yet. I'm going to play on this account and have a bit of fun, relax, get warmed up and get ready to play ranked on my main. Now, Loxer, it doesn't matter what strategy you do. You just need to change what you're currently doing. So they're the two best ones. You either month by month pick a role and just stick to it, spam all your games on that role for the month. Or the second one is you split your gameplay into two accounts, one for pure climbing and the other for having fun. In terms of like champion pool and stuff, like I honestly can't give you that much advice on it, because there's just so much going on here. I really don't know where you should go. My inclination and my suggestion, based off some of the win rates I'm seeing, is that you seem to enjoy jungle. It looks like it's maybe one of the most popular roles you're playing a lot of at the moment. And I would suggest, why not we take a deeper dive into that and maybe focus, for the next month purely on jungle. So to quickly recap, what you need to do, Loxer, is really ask yourself the question, how badly do I want to get to Diamond? And then, based on the recommendations and the advice and the suggestions I've given you, figure out, okay, if you do want to get to Diamond, well, what strategy are you going to do to get there? Because right now, the strategy you're using won't work. You can see historically, gold 4, silver 3, gold 4, gold 3. This strategy, it's very hard to make it work with the way you're doing it right now. Not impossible, but hard. And when you're trying to get into the top 2% of players or of people in anything in life, you generally want to take the easiest path or the path of least resistance, but also making sure that you're having fun or enjoying the process or learning along the way. So I think for you, Lox, you really need to find that balance between climbing and, having fun, not getting bored, and not limiting yourself on too many champions. Anyway, Loxer, if you enjoyed this profile view, please, once you've watched this, message me on Discord. If you are interested in looking at how you can have a coach literally tell you and help you get through every step of the way from gold 3 to diamond 4, please, once you've watched this, message me. We can book a free one-on-one call together and I can talk you through everything that would be involved in that kind of coaching plan. You can see if you like it, and then we can talk about working together, as a coach and a player. Anyway, Loxer, I hope you've enjoyed this profile review. I hope you found my advice insightful. And if you do want to go from gold 3, top 20% to diamond 4, you need to change your current strategy because it isn't going to work. Thanks, mate. Good as always. Sorry. Cheers. Good luck on the Rift, and I'll talk to you once you've watched this.